Deep in the heart of Texas, in San Marcos, welcome to Bobcat Stadium. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we are looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the Texas State Bobcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Texas State head coach before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Bobcats will kick off first, and here we go. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. From the gun, it's McMillan.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. Holds on, it's Nolan. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the move, it's McMillan. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop them.
The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Oregon State. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field, locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Jenkins. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Jackson gonna throw it. Left side is Smith. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Snags it, and he's open. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Straight ahead, it's McMillan. At the 45 on his way. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
2nd and long here. On play action. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the Beavers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Hits inside, it's McMillan. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Butler. Touchdown, Beavers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
There ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the ground with the counter. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Look out! And down he goes.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I'll tell you, man, this kid has NFL-type leg strength. He just booted that into the wind, and that was no problem.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Takes the handoff. It's McMillan. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Murphy. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Ball is loose, and the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Now on the counter. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll ride him again. Stopped right there.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Smith. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Beavers using their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Bobcats looking to convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Finds his man. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Really nice job on the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Jackson gonna throw it. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
And the Bobcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's got it, and he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Running inside, it's Jenkins. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. He'll try to do it himself. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. These corners going to give them some space. Going downfield for the big play. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's they fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 14, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Gators, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it, gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Makes the grab, it's Jenkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Cuts it upfield. It's Jenkins. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? The fake and wants to throw. Moving to his left. Fires downfield. Fires left side at Smith. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big game.
The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the single back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Jackson will throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, he's got some space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Trying to run, it's Jenkins. He's going for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And the point after is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Sparks. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Back's got it on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Great awareness, picks up the first down and slides at the exact right moment.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murphy. Oh, pressure's coming. Reels it in down the left side. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Left side is Sparks. Stop right there. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. On the move, he fires. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Between the hashes, it's McMillan. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They're all over it. And it's a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They take over, holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. Swamped immediately.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Out wide left, it's Jenkins. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Jenkins. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The handoff as they run the counter play here. They were all over it. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Here he goes. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Timeout is called, and that will be the second charge to Oregon State. And now they'll be able to stop the clock just one more time. And he got it! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch him with a field goal.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Out wide right, it's McMillan. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Well, here we are. It's every quarterback's dream. You're down by a score late in the game, 2-minute situation. You get to march your offense down the field and win this game. Use your timeouts, use the sidelines, clock it when you have to, and do what you practice every day, the 2-minute drive.
Can hold on in the face of the contact.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Quick give. It's McMillan.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is second and long. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Got his man. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down. The Beavers want to pick up the tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Escapes the pressure going right. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Turns it upfield. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. Everybody wants the big play in this situation, Jesse, but he was smart. Catch, first down, out of bounds.
Yeah, and you just got to know where you are on the field, right, Reese? Great awareness by the receiver, making the catch, getting out of bounds as fast as possible.
Keeps the play going. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State! A huge point after this for the lead. And they take the lead, and now in the waning moments, they're so close to a win. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Jackson will throw. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Looking to take a shot. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.